Hello guys, it's Delfim Alvaro here from Ghostwriting.com, and this is the Kindle Publishing Series Video 1, How to Find a Profitable Niche. In this video, I'm going to quickly take you guys through the process that I use to find profitable niches to publish on. It's a very simple process. We're going to keep it quick, going to keep it informal, so let's get right to it. First things first, I like to base all my research from the Amazon bestseller list. So the bestseller list will list every single best-selling book on the Amazon Kindle store. So what we want to do is we want to go through the bestseller list and pick out potential niches that we can publish on. It is also important that you base your research on Amazon.com and not Amazon.co.uk, not Amazon.it, as 80 to 90% of the royalties will come from Amazon.com. So ensure that you're basing your research here. So here we are on the Amazon.com homepage. What we want to do is get to the bestseller list, and we can do that by going on this drop down menu, finding the Kindle store and click and search. Then you want to go down here on your left to Kindle eBooks, click on bestsellers up here, and finally Kindle eBooks on the left. So this is the Amazon bestsellers, and you want to ensure that you are going through the top 100 paid for whichever categories you're going through. So we are looking, like I mentioned, for particular keywords where we can create simple books that will solve a particular problem for the reader. So we're looking for specific words. So let's go through a category. What you want to do is you want to go through various categories. I personally publish nonfiction, so I go through nonfiction categories and subcategories and really try to pick things out. Let's go with crafts, hobbies, and home. So what I do is I will go through it, pick keywords out. So let's go back to this page here. So the process is go on the bestseller list, see what's selling in the top 100 paid, take notes of potential niches, and then check whether they are profitable by going through the criteria, which we'll go through here, and then look for additional keywords in titles, customer also bought section, and the Amazon search bar. So I'd say this is probably where I get most of my solid ideas from. So let's take this into, let's make this practical. So we're in the crafts, hobbies, and home category. Let's click crafts and hobbies again. And what we're looking for is keywords like crochet, soap making, recipes in jars. These, we can create simple books with those type of keywords. Woodworking, a book on DIY woodworking projects, so for people who want to build stuff with wood. Crochet, people who want to do crochet, so we can do give them different patterns to create and stuff like that. Crafting, these are all keywords. We ignore things like no excuses art, diary of a wimpy Pikachu, show Joe fashion. I'm not sure if that's anything, never heard of that, so I wouldn't even look at that. The sewing machine is possible. So what we do is we write these keywords down. So we've got crochet, we've got woodworking. And guys, I'm making this very quickly, doing this very quickly just to give you guys an idea and get you guys out there looking for keywords. The most important part is writing these keywords down, going through the criteria, and literally seeing which niches have a possibility of being profitable and which niches don't, and you will simply get more and more ideas. You'll see books on the side that'll give you new ideas, and you write those down and you go through the criteria again. So keeping this simple. So we've got woodworking, we've got recipes in jars, we've got soap making, and also, to make things even easier, if you notice books on the same topic throughout the list, that's a good indication that this is a profitable niche. Because sometimes you can have one book which is doing really well, but the niche isn't good overall. Other books aren't doing well. So if you see multiple books, those are ones that you really want to focus on. So we'll go with just these four here. We'll go back over to this document here. Now that we have those potential niches written down, I've only written down 4. You guys want to aim for 10, 15 plus. You want to check whether it's profitable by going through the criteria. So this is the basic process, the basic criteria that I use, but I cover the main essentials, which is the first one is ensuring that the top 5 to 6 books on that first page have a bestseller rank of 100,000 or less. So the Amazon bestseller rank basically will give each book a rank based on where it is in the 4 million list. So there's 4 million books on Kindle. Amazon will give a rank of number 1 to the number 1 best-selling book, a rank of number 10 to the 10th best-selling book, and so on and so forth. So we want to ensure that the top 5 to 6 books are 100,000 or below. This gives us a rough estimate that the books could be earning anywhere from $50 to $100 a month. Tying into that criteria, we want to only analyze books that are selling for $2.99 or $3.99. The reason for this is those are our competitors. They're more than likely books that have been published by publishers, and they're relying just on organic traffic from Amazon, which is what we're doing. Books that you see selling for $9.99 on Kindle, $6.99, and so on and above, are more than likely books created by authors who more than likely have a following, maybe a blog, a YouTube channel. There's someone who's respected in that industry. So we don't want to look at the bestseller ranks of those books because they're obviously going to be very, very high. Another criteria that we want to bear in mind also while we're looking through the bestseller ranks is to only look at books that have been selling for at least 3 months. Because when a book is new, the first 1 to 2 weeks, Amazon will give it a boost. So we'll give it a low rank, boost it in the page rankings. So we don't really want to look at books that have been on the market for 1, 2, 3 weeks, because those are just not going to give us accurate information. So let's put all of this into practice. So back over to the Amazon page, you want to ensure that you have Kindle Store selected from the drop down menu, and let's choose a keyword here. We'll go with the first one, crochet. So we'll type that in there, crochet, and let's go through that. Okay, so right off the bat we have a red flag here. If you look closely, you see that the first 4 books are all free. If we go back to the criteria number 5 states that we shouldn't see too many free books on page 1, and the first 4 books on here are free. So it's very unlikely that if you have a book below that for $2.99 that people aren't going to buy it. Why should they buy it when they have these 4 books here to choose from that are free with multiple reviews? So that's probably not a good keyword. So let's see if there's anything else. If we can take that keyword further. We've got here crochet for beginners. See, this is what I'm talking about, getting additional keywords from the search bar, like I mentioned, the Amazon search bar, because you can literally get new ideas. And now that we've typed in crochet for beginners, we have less results, so 600 instead of 9,000, which was crochet, which is great. It also ties into criteria 6. And we're starting to see some paid books at the top. So what you want to do is open books that are $2.99, $3.99, and let's have a look at the bestseller ranks. So we'll go for the first 4 to 5 books just to keep this short. Ignore the free books. $2.99 here. So we'll go through these. Let's go with these books. So the first book here, Crochet for Beginners. We go down to the product details. Was published in December 16, 2014, which is perfect. More than 3 months, and the rank is 21,000. Very, very good rank number. This book is doing very, very well. He should add a paperback to make additional income, but I'm sure he's doing a few hundred with this book. Second book, $2.99, has a paperback for $8.99, published in October 15, but the rank is 171, so that's quite a big difference. See if we can see the reason, if there's anything that stands out for us. It's got some good reviews, also has some negative reviews here. That could be pushing some customers away, some sales away. So we'll move on to the third book, $3.99. This book here has a ranking of 35,000, so that's very, very good. That's another green light for us. So we've got 2 out of 3. This one, $2.99, 57,000. That's brilliant. This author here, if we check the author page, she's actually, seems like she's got a blog or a website, so we won't take the view, so we'll ignore this one. Then we've got this one here for $2.99 with 160,000. See a 2-star review there. I mean, the just looking at these books, seems like there is some money to be made if you're able to possibly outrank this book here at the top, come in with a better cover, come in with a better description perhaps. Let's have a look at this description. Looks pretty decent, but overall I would possibly put it aside and keep doing my research. Not really too excited about this this niche. There wasn't enough books doing well. I mean, there were a couple doing well, but then there were a few that weren't doing so well, and it's just simply not enough to make a clear decision. So we'll probably keep that aside, come back to it in a few weeks, see if anything has changed. It is good to see that this book that was published in 2014 is still selling pretty well, and I'm not seeing any books that are recent. So 2016, everything's 2015 besides this one here, which, let's have a quick look how it's doing. Reviews aren't that great, so I'm not expecting anything amazing. Oh, 88,000, not bad. Published in February, not bad, not bad. So I'll possibly keep this one aside, keep doing my research. There is a possibility though, if you're able to rank by doing things like keyword reviews, keyword free downloads, there is a possibility you could make some money here. But let's keep moving forward. Let's go with one more keyword just to give you guys another idea of how we do this. And also, guys, bear in mind that when you're going through these niches, you're looking out for keywords in the titles. You know, if we open this book up here again, make sure that you're looking through the sponsored list. You're looking through this part here. Customers who bought this item also bought. You know, looking for additional keywords. See if anything stands out. Afghan. I'm seeing a lot of Afghan crochet. That's possibly something we could have a look at. You're looking at sometimes you get completely different topics coming up. Everything here seems to be in the same niche, like crochet and stuff, but keyword we could target crochet patterns. That might be a better keyword. So just write these down and keep, going through the process. Now I will state that the rest of the criteria, when you're looking through these niches, you want to ensure that on the first page you don't see, the majority of the books don't have over 100 reviews. This is just so you have the ability to compete. If all the books have 300, 400 reviews, really limits your ability to compete. You also want to ensure that there are 1,500 or less results in the Kindle store. So if we go back here, this one has 600, but if we went for crochet, you'd see 9,000. So that tells us right there, 9,000 results. One of two things: either you're going for that's too broad, which we were at this particular point, because it could be, there are hundreds of ways of targeting crochet, I'm sure. Or the second one, it's a very saturated market. So you want to keep those in mind when you're doing your research. Again, not too many free books. And also another thing that I keep in the back of my mind is seeing whether there's anything I could add. So can I come with a better cover? Can I come with a better title? Can I target better keywords? Sometimes I also go through, I look in the inside of the book, see what they're talking about in the book. Can I come out with better content? Can I cover better things? Can I maybe give out a freebie? Can I format the book in a better way? Can I use better images? Just really seeing ways you can come out on top, better description, more reviews, that type of stuff. So always bear that in mind, guys, as it's really, really important. So guys, let's go through one more keyword so you guys can get one more look at the whole process. So we'll search woodworking under the Kindle store. See a free book at the top. Ignore that. $2.99, published November 6th, so we'll ignore that. Got this one here, woodworking, May 2nd, so we can open that up. Got some pricier books here. Got a book $3.99, June 15, we can look at that. And we'll just look at this one, March 14, 2015. Now at first look, we see that the reviews are okay, they're all below 100. We also see that the covers are okay, but I'm sure we can produce better covers. If you see these covers right here, these two, they're far better than these that are ranking a little bit higher, so it's a possibility there as well. But let's go through this book. So $2.99, 65 reviews, published in May 2nd, ranking of 33,000. It's very, very good. Book's doing well. He's also got a paperback version. Go through this one, which is $3.99, published in June 15, 40,000. So these books have been on the market. This book's been on the market for over a year, still selling very, very well. That's a very good indication. Book $2.99, 35 customer reviews. We can definitely come out with a better cover. It's not bad, but we can come out with a better cover than that. Published in March 15, but this one's not selling very well, 400,000. Oh, we do see some negative reviews right at the top, so that could be driving some sales away. I'm sure it is. So that's possibly an indication. But what you want to do, see, if you see at this title here, he's got extra keywords here, so varnishing, staining. See if we see anything else. Look through the customers also bought page. See if we see if anything stands out to us. This is all wood related stuff. Come down here, we've got all these other real estate for beginners, passive income. So in this book here, you can see various different topics. So let's just use one as an example. Let's go with options trading. So this is a woodworking book, but we're seeing other niches that we can target. So options trading, let's have a quick look at that. See, this is the power of, looking through titles, looking through, this is where I get most of my niche ideas from. Going through the customer also bought section. So we've got this book here, 66 reviews, so below 100. Decent cover. We can definitely come out with a better cover than that. And the rank is 38,000. Book is doing very, very well. We've got this one here, 79 customer reviews. Better cover, I would say. I mean, the fonts could be better, so that gives us some opportunity. 100,000. Pretty decent. I would consider that. Options trading here, 45,000. With 38 customer reviews. See, this is the power of just going through it and really, really looking down, looking at titles, looking at the search bar, search bar options trading. If we do space, we might see for beginners, we might see guide. These are keywords that by just adjusting a couple of keywords, you can literally change the amount of sales you get. Maybe it's easier to rank for a different keyword. There's more traffic on a different keyword, less competition. So you have to look out for these things, guys. And that's literally what I do. I will go through the Amazon bestseller list. I'll start writing down some keywords, doing some research, going through the criteria, getting additional keywords, and literally just coming down to about a list of 3 to 5 solid keywords which I can have books created. And you really also want to focus on, once you find, for instance, the options trading niche, once you've got a pen name under that, look for additional keywords that are doing well in that same realm, so you can start building brands with your pen names. Just really, really building, going with similar covers and building trust, building a following and pushing books out. And yeah, guys, this is how it's done. It's very, very simple process. Ensure that your quality is there, your covers are good, the top 5 things that I usually mention, which is your keyword research. That's the most important thing, which we've just covered. Make sure your cover's good, make sure your title's good, make sure your description's good, make sure your content is also good. That's something that I didn't mention before, but it's very, very important. If you want to make money long term, you have to make sure that the content is there. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll come with a shorter book to test the waters, see how the market is, see how easy I'm able to rank, maybe 8,000 words. Once I'm able to rank and I see the book is selling, I'll get my writers to add more content to it, maybe an extra 5,000-10,000 words, and really ensure that the quality is there, that customers that are buying the book are actually getting good amount of knowledge. Make sure your formatting is good. When you click look inside, ensuring that everything is well put together, well formatted, well structured, and that's something that if you're working with us at hotghostwriter.com, we already have a system for that. I have a particular template for writers to use. They know how to do the spacing correctly, indentations, if you've got images in your book, how to format the images correctly, how to space them out correctly, clickable table of contents, that type of stuff. So yeah, guys, this was the first video of the Kindle Publishing series. We'll be coming out with more videos for you guys. There's also blog posts that go together with these videos on my website.